Hi everyone, it's me, 𝒚𝒆𝒔. Today is Monday, December 23rd, 2024. This video is dedicated to my beloved, and the topic of this video is going to be about keeping our eyes fixed on eternal things. So in order to illustrate this topic to you today, I'd like to share with you something that I wrote in my journal yesterday. And as usual, before I read it aloud to you, I'd like to show it to you in case you'd like to read it for yourself. So it starts on that page right there, and then it goes on to the next page. And I will read both of those pages aloud to you now. Here it goes. From around 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. this morning, I went out to do some errands with my mother. We first went to Kohl's as I had to buy a few things that I will need upon returning to Arizona. After that, we went to Ralph's to do some grocery shopping for the upcoming week. On the way from Kohl's to Ralph's, I was looking up at the sky and thinking about how truly beautiful the clouds appeared. There were so many cars on the streets. So many people all around. I am certain that many of them were out to do their Christmas shopping. It seems that everywhere I go, in every direction I look, people are spending money and buying things that they do not really need. I made up my mind early on that I do not want to be one of them. As I sat in the car and gazed up at the clouds scattered across the late Sunday morning sky, I promised myself that I would keep my mind focused on higher things. In the passage from the essay Worship by Ralph Waldo Emerson, which I read a few days ago, something was mentioned about keeping one's eye on the eternal. This is what I will do, at all costs and under all circumstances. In the midst of the materialism that abounds at this time of year, I will devote myself to inner things. My thoughts and words are the greatest gift that I can give to the world for Christmas. I want to spend my time creating things rather than buying things. I want to grow in wisdom and in insight. The more that I simplify my externals, the more that I will be able to maximize my internals. How do I intend to spend my time on this earth? I intend to spend it learning things, reading books, writing in my journals, and teaching others. My vision is set on the good, the true, and the beautiful. The most valuable things in life are intangible and cannot be bought with money. Moreover, matters of the mind and heart are universal, accessible to all, regardless of socioeconomic status or any other variable. Each of us has the ability to rest our eyes on the eternal, in any place, at any time. The eternal cannot be destroyed. Everything else can be destroyed or taken away from us. Our house, our car, our clothes, our money. But nobody can destroy our spirit or undo the work that we have done on our inner selves. Many things have been taken away from me, and people have tried to control me. But the one thing that could never be taken away or controlled is my mind, which rests continuously on beautiful things. In my mind, I am free. Material possessions will never make any of us free. If anything, they will only enslave us further. True freedom is to be found in that which is unseen, in that which is of a spiritual nature. Temporal things bring temporary freedom, but eternal things bring eternal freedom. So that is what I wanted to share with you today from my journal, which I wrote yesterday. And I wrote this because I was thinking very deeply about how at this time of year, materialism is very common and people tend to focus on what they are going to buy other people for Christmas and what they are going to do, how they are going to show off to other people. And I used to be a little materialistic when I was a little younger. But over the last several years, I have slowly transformed myself into focusing more on eternal things, on inner things, the things that nobody can take away. People can take away your money, your house, your car, your clothes, and everything that exists on the external plane. But nobody can take away what is on the inside, what is in your heart, and all of the work that you have done to build yourself up within, to grow in wisdom and to grow in insight. And that is why I find it so important for me to write in my journal every day and to make these videos every day and to learn by reading books, by studying everything, philosophy, literature, psychology, medicine, everything that I can get my hands on, and by critically analyzing everything that I learn and everything that I read, and finding ways to apply it to my personal life. Knowledge is so empowering because knowledge leads to wisdom, and wisdom, as I said, is one of those eternal things that cannot be taken away from us. Everything else can be taken away from us, but the wisdom that we cultivate, the beauty that we cultivate within us, the good, the true, and the beautiful, cannot be taken away from us. So I hope that by sharing this message with you today, at this time of year, around the holidays, around Christmas, I can inspire you to think more about directing your attention and your actions inward, and to not focus so much on material things, but rather to focus more on spiritual things, on spiritual gifts, on inner gifts, the gifts that cannot be destroyed or taken away. As always, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to listen to and or watch my video today. It really means a lot to me, and I hope that you have learned something valuable that you will use today and every day for the rest of your life. And with that, I'd like to wish you a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world.